Time, fire emblem, Alrighty, guys. Good evening. Welcome in. How's everyone doing today? Hey, I'm congrats on first. Suzushi, welcome in as well. Kaizen, welcome in. Congrats on the 10 stream streak, Suzushi. And Weaves here as well. Welcome, welcome. How's everyone doing today? Happy Thursday. Almost the weekend. Only a few more weekends till the end of the school year. I have no barrack space. I don't know what I'm going to do for summons. We have no barrack space at all. But how's everyone doing? Let's get started here. I also got my other phone back from the Apple Store. They fixed the screen. Well, the screen fixed itself like 2 nights ago. Alright. There we go. Now it's working. Alright. Here, what you want? 145. Let's go. Stroy Tanuki usually waits until the music finishes before he starts. I mean, I don't consciously always like, hey, let's start here. It's basically when I'm ready. By the way, I'm mad at my summons. What happened? Did you get the Byleth? Or did you just like not get Ivy's colors, right? Did you just not get colors a lot? Dragon, welcome in. 450. Look at that flex there. 450. How's it going? Happy Thursday. I have to figure out barrack space because I don't. Yeah. Spark, welcome in. You'll be tripping. So why? I got 2 off focus from my current pulls. Focus charge. At least. From the current pulls I've done. I'm good. How about me? Doing okay. Apparently I was like super tired. I didn't think I was that tired, but I got home from from work. I went to the Apple Store to pick up my phone. Got home. I took like a 2.5 hour nap. I didn't think I was that tired, but 2.5 hours. That's not good because now I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight. Or I won't be able to fall asleep at a decent time. Anyway, no more orbs, so I can't spark yet. I mean, have you done like all the story chapters and or parts of the story chapter and like difficulties and all that stuff? Get some orbs there. Try taking a nap and then you went like. I mean, you guys know I go on usually around this time or so. Like, I would like to stream earlier. It's just that my schedule doesn't allow for it, especially once we get into marching season. Might just pull right now. Hey, that's fine too. There's no reason to be disappointed about that. If you're confident enough in going with the pulls that you have, but just keep in mind again, like part of the reason why I am usually satisfied with my pulling strategy is because I go in either having enough to be confident that I will get them, like to know for a fact that I will get them, or if I don't have enough to get like whatever character I'm pulling for, I'm prepared to not get them, right? So I always think like, okay, best case scenario, I get them, or I win, or I get them earlier, yada yada, whatever, right? So that's the best case scenario is I get them. Next,
I am glad to see you. I have
Hey.
some info on a video I came across on YouTube. A friend of mine sent me.
Oh, really? Kirak, welcome in. Wait, what's this info? What video? And Board Little Unicorn, welcome in as well. How's it going? We Muspel's chosen hero and CYL3 harmonized as the banner. Your orb resources just come from new events and stuff at this point. Alright, next month is midpoint, so I guess I don't get the skip I wanted. Okay. So you said you teach? Yes, I teach elementary general music and high school band. But yeah, going back to my my strategy for pulling in Hoyo Gacha games. If I don't have enough to guarantee the character, I always like prepare myself to not get them, right? So best case scenario, yes, I do get them. I win, or I win early, or whatever. Or if I lose early, I get them after that with the pulls I have. Next scenario is that I lose, and I won't have enough to keep pulling. But then I keep in mind that if I lose, well, then I have a guarantee for my next target. So again, it's not the best situation, but you know, it's a silver lining, right? So I prepare myself for that possibility. But then I also definitely prepare myself for the worst possibility, in which case I am basically just building pity, you know? Which not necessarily a bad thing. It's the worst situation of those possibilities, where I basically don't get anything. So I just have to prepare myself for that possibility. And as long as I'm prepared for that possibility, anything that happens is fine, right? Whether I don't get anything, or I get a loss, or if I do in fact get them, right? None of those situations then is like devastating, right? Oh yeah, I got a guaranteed blade. Let's go. There you go. Yeah, right now I am still on a win streak in Genshin Star Rail, and then ZZZ I have a guarantee for my next target, which might be Valina, but we're not sure yet. All right, we're gonna get our tickets here. Forging bonds. According to reports, something really terrible is happening. Let's go. We must do whatever it takes to prevent any further damage. Could the reports be true? There are heroes on a rampage? It is hard to believe. I see smoke. Over there, that's... What? That's a bunch of heroes. Vile creatures. Do not roam in my presence. Foolish humans. I shall offer up your lives to the dark goddess Loptuus. Do not approach me. I cannot contain my rage any longer. Your lives will not go to waste. They will be used for the resurrection of Lord Sombron. Be grateful. This is worse than I imagined. The whole town is in shambles. What do you think is going on? Do you think there was some sort of mistake when they were summoned? I don't know. However, they appear to be completely different from the heroes we know them to be. There's no time to contemplate why this is happening. We must stop them now. You know what this reminds me of? You know, because like the Fallen Banner is like every May, right? You know what this reminds me of? So there was if you guys ever watched the show Arrow, there was a very like self-aware like joke where what was the police captain's name? Captain Lance, because he was Dinah Lance's dad. But he was the police captain, right? And because, you know, when we get to this time of year, like April or May, it's basically like, for TV seasons, it was usually the season finale, right? And so they made a joke. So Captain Lance was saying something like, oh, the city's under attack? It must be May again. Or, yeah, it must be that time of year again. Because, like, obviously you go big for, like, season finales. Let's see here. So this video was about a high school teacher who used the OG Star Wars as curricular. She filmed the encounter... used the OG Star Wars as curricular. She filmed the encounter minus the students for legal reasons. The question we were able to hear... I must say, this generation... What about this generation? No, but yeah, I've seen teachers that try to use like popular culture and stuff like that. Like I introduce like different genres to the kids, some old, some new, some stuff that they maybe don't necessarily listen to, just to kind of get them exposed to new stuff. And sometimes they like it, sometimes they're like, you know, indifferent, but at least they get exposed to new types of genres, new types of music that they already listen to. Now, of course, I get them requesting things. I very rarely play the things that they request, because again, they already they already listen to that stuff. Trying to get E1 silver with 99.9, but ended up losing and getting Yun Li. I don't have Yun Li though, but I think was Yun Li. What do I remember thinking about them recently? Were they either added to the Golden Companion thing, or were they added to the Lost Pool? For like, I can't remember. I feel like they were somewhere. I'm gonna say this generation. I mean, the questions they ask, like, why is this called? Oh yeah. Well, yeah, because they don't know the context yet. Because obviously, when it first came out, they didn't even have the whole episode thing on there when it first came out in theaters. And then later on, they added like episode 4, A New Hope, and stuff like that. So that implied that there were like jumping into the middle of the story, which is what George Lucas always intended. You're kind of jumping into the middle of like a serial show or something like that. Sparked Ivy, because despite being normal pool, I'd actually use her regularly. As for Candace, I would just be a collection piece. Or do you max Forging Bonds? Were you intending to max it, or it just took that long to get the tickets? Like, was there just one stubborn person that was just not getting picked?
As you wish.
Yunli is a lost unit. Okay, maybe that's what it was. Because I remember thinking about them recently and like being able to get them. So it was either that, or is it the golden? Am I calling it right? The Golden Companion thing, or what is it called? They were added to the Lost Pool this update. Okay. Which my teachers would have played Star Wars in my class. I actually, because again, I teach high school band, but I also teach elementary general music, which is not my favorite. But one of the cool things that I do to get them excited at the start of the school year, especially the younger ones, like if they're having me for the first time, I usually open as they're walking in, I play the Star Wars theme. So I do introduce like things like Star Wars and John Williams, for example, very early, so that they're aware of like, oh, John Williams is the person behind, and I list out like some of the things that they're known for. Things like, so for John Williams, I'll talk about a little bit about Star Wars, and I'll mention that they're the composer behind Jurassic Park and Harry Potter, and basically stuff they'll know. And this year especially, well, every other year, I mentioned the fact that he composed the themes for the Olympics. So obviously that's relevant to them in like that year or whatever. Intended to max today. Okay, I used it to do something funny with summoner supports. Turn Sombron's cult into my summoner support. Wait, what? So okay, Fallen Ivy, Vale, Alir, and Lumera. I wanted to share that knowing you also. No, that's pretty cool. Yeah, because like again, because I mean. You'd be surprised. Some kids today, they've only seen like the sequel movies and all this stuff. But like if they see like A New Hope and they'll see like the episode 4, they'll be like, wait, what? Why? Because I think they still realize that those movies are the older movies, like the original movies, but they don't necessarily know that they were released out of order. Tantan, welcome in. How's it going? Can we get a shout out? We're doing some Fire Emblem Heroes today. We're just doing fortune bonds to get some summoning tickets. We are going to do the story. We'll do our summons. We might do some barracks cleaning before the summons because I legit have no space in my barracks. Can't believe I was attacked in the forest. Never expected there to be enemies here. Did our scouts miss them? Or, That magic attack came out of the darkness. The aim was spot on. Whatever it is, it intends to kill. I feel like I'm being herded from one tree to the next, like I'm someone's prey. I sense only one enemy? If I can get away and regroup with my allies. Huh? The attack stopped. Now's my chance to make a run for it. Phew. I think I shook the dark presence. Who was that? Guys, this feels like Fire Emblem Fate's support conversations. Oh no, it's back. You will not get away. Sarah?
It's the winter festival.
Alright. When I was growing up, the OG VHS didn't have the episode 4 installed. Yeah, the original release did not have that. It was later on that they added episode 4. Because then he wanted to George Lucas wanted to imply that it was like, he wanted to make it seem like we were kind of jumping into the middle of the story. He had written rough notes as to like what like preceded the events of episode 4, but he wanted to jump into because he didn't want to get into like the whole like, expository stuff, kind of introducing everything. Like he just wanted to be like, it's like, oh, it's a Saturday morning serial and you're jumping into the middle of the story. Started the Yehoda event. Only did one minigame though so far. Oh, yeah, you got time. The Ballista one on half the stages. I could only get the Primos. The Ballista one, wait. Oh, that one I went to I did the 4x multiplier. That seemed to help. The 10x multiplier didn't. It seemed like it was harder. To get the scores I wanted. So try it with the different multipliers. Oh yeah, I only need like 40 pulls to guarantee Billy. Let's go. Oh, thank you. Some random welcome in. Can we get a shout out as well? Didn't use any multipliers. If you're only able to get the Primos, try the 4x multipliers. That might help. I feel like the 10x, like 10x is supposed to get you even more points, but the thing is, the enemies become so difficult that it's hard to take them down quickly enough. So try the 4x multiplier. That's usually what I do for those types of like battle events or battle mini games. Isala. Well, if it isn't the Hawk King. I wonder who was making this such a racket. I have something to ask you. I heard you fought me, a me from another world consumed by bitterness. Seems word travels fast here. Normally I would request you pay me for information, but in this case, I'll make an exception. However, I do want you to take responsibility for this significant injury. That scar, did he do that to you? Yes, it was quite a disaster. I'll have you know, it happened a few days ago. I was out on the town.
We will not lose.
What about anyone else in the chat? If, we've had some people say their poll results and what they got today. Did anyone else get anything cool? Decided to try Fire Emblem Awakening Lunatic. A lot of fun. Oh, Lunatic Plus. Lunatic is fine. When I played it, like regular Lunatic. But Lunatic Plus, that's just like torture. But my +0 Ivy has. I know we were talking about that. We were talking about like her ridiculous stat line. Even debuffed, it's ridiculous. But like, because we were watching obviously the trailer and we got to see like them demonstrate some like some of their kit and attacks and stuff like that. But when we were looking at the stat line, we were like, these are debuffed numbers. It's ridiculous. There's a fourth mode. There's Lunatic Plus. I can't remember if you just have to beat it on Lunatic to unlock it, but yeah, there's Lunatic Plus. I think actually because before, obviously the before the eShop shut down, obviously I could play whenever and do whatever runs and all that. But with the eShop shut down, I set up my files because obviously now if I start a new file, I won't be able to get like Spot Pass stuff. Well, no, yeah. I won't be able to, I can get Street Pass. I won't be able to get Spot Pass stuff. I won't be able to get like DLC. So I set up files now because we only get 3 save files that one. One was set up for just like I think one was for Lunatic Plus. One was probably just hard mode. I doubt I went down to all the way down to normal. But for like just like if I just want to do like not necessarily not casual in that like enemies don't die, but casual just like I'm just trying to have fun. So I think I set up one for hard classic, one for Lunatic Plus classic, both with access to DLC stuff, and then a blank file so that I can copy one of those into the third slot, then play it, and then I can, if I ever want to play again, I can just copy one of the other ones again, hard or Lunatic Plus. Yeah, it's a shame we didn't have more save files in that game. Because with Fates, I definitely set up a lot more options. But to be fair, we also have different, like, we set up for, like, male Corn and female Corn and, Hoshido or Nor or the secret one, and etc., etc. It was 76 when plus attack, but she had Dragon Flowers and Summer Sword. Yeah, her stat lines are ridiculous. Face at 9. Yeah, if you had the aim, you had 9. All right. It's true that it's true that it's the professor who's attacking the town, isn't it? Unfortunately, yes. If we believe our scouts' reports to be correct, then yes, it's undoubtedly him. I cannot believe it. For what purpose could the professor have to be on such a rampage? We'll discuss it after, but first we must see it with our own eyes. Hey, let's hurry. The special edition, yeah. Or if you bought any version and then just bought the other routes as DLC. So if you had all 3 routes, you had 9 save files. Unbelievable. How can one rampage like this? I see no immediate casualties. At least the evacuation efforts were on time. Get down! You were able to avoid it. Your intuition is good, isn't it? Professor? Is that you? It looks like him, but something is off. That presence in him is not of a mortal. Listen, wretches. You must leave this place if you wish to live. I will not hold back if you impede me.
Cut a path to the future.
+9 to all visible stats. From her A still helps. 3 slots per game you have in Fates. Yeah.
I can do it.
But yeah, I had to set up all my save files before the eShop shut down so that I would have access to DLC content.
Face me if you dare.
If you have Conquest but download Birthright and Revelation, you get 9. Exactly, yeah. Let's see. Naysala. There's quite an array of unusual things for sale in other worlds. What's this? Filthy coins, like the ones back in Telius. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. Are you looking for anything in particular? Ah, what was that noise? Has a fight broken out? Where is he? Hiding? Oh, it's Tibarn? He looks... Ah, I feel as though I've seen him this way before. He aims to take the life of Duke Lacane of Gatos, who arranged the Serenus massacre. This is a terrible luck, if you ask me. That was a disaster no different from a massive tempest. If this isn't handled skillfully, the town will suffer immeasurable damage. What is there to do? Heroic things.
As you wish.
Spawn Ivy, want Erica's ring. I haven't checked yet, but we're gonna try for Ivy. Let's see if we can get them. Sarah, it can't be. Let's see. Oh, no. Or are you being manipulated by someone the way Marita was? Just tell me who you are. Why are you after me? Offer yourself to the resurrection of the Dark God. Your voice is exactly like Sarah's. If you are her, please listen to me. Come to your senses. Offer yourself to the Dark God. Offer your soul. I can't turn my blade on Sarah, but I can't escape without harming her. What do I do? Everything shall be a sacrifice. I won't allow this. Was that a magic attack? I heard quite a ruckus, so I came to see what it was all about. You've gotten yourself into quite a mess. Sarah? If it's really you, then who...
I will deliver.
Erica Ring is more for melee units. Let's melee only. Damn. She doesn't need Celica because she warps on her own, and with so much range, she doesn't need. Yeah, she has so much range, guys. It's ridiculous. So much range, she doesn't need Lyn. So who's her best ring? I don't even have all the rings yet. I don't think. If it isn't Emblem Soren, you are the emblem entrusted to our kingdom, are you not? Yes. Everyone I know is completely different here. It's creepy. Like Saline, who was aggressive, is now frightfully calm. And Alchrist, who is so arrogant, is overly servile. Stop clinging to me. You are Ivy of Illusia, right? I understand now, but I am not an emblem. I know an emblem of me exists, but I am a different person here. Is that so? I guess it's true. You're not floating or glowing. Oh well, you're still the Soren I know. I recognize the way you talk. I hear those from your Elios have a different personality than those from any other Elios. Most of the heroes here from Elios are from a different world than yours, so that could explain how you feel. Oh really? And how is it that you, one who is not an emblem, know this? I heard it from Princess Timera. Timera? That haughty queen of Solm is here? She's not a queen yet, and she's far from haughty. She always camps out around here, roasting meat and singing songs. Her tone is unbearable to listen to. Huh? Your reaction is to be expected, hearing something so baffling. So that woman sleeping outside and singing is... I see. Apparently that's how her, this version of her is. Soren, do tell me, are there any heroes from my world here? The heroes summoned from Elios were Nell, Celestia, and Rafal, I believe. I know Nell and Celestia, however. I know Nell and Celestia. However, Rafal is not a name I'm not familiar. It was not a name I'm familiar with. Is Nil not here? Nil? No, there's no hero by that name here. Hahaha. He was always weak and hiding behind his sister. It's no wonder he didn't become a hero. However, if it's that group from Elios, I have no need to meet them. Oh? Why the look of indifference? Don't you feel sorry for me? I have no one I want to see here. I suppose you wouldn't understand, having so many heroes from your world. But I tell you, it is lonely when everyone you remember is a completely different person. It's as if I've been abandoned. It's not like I don't understand that feeling. Then put in some effort, won't you? Don't you have a strategy for me, the Royal Ivy? You, Soren, are truly worthy of being our kingdom's emblem. And since you are here in the flesh, I'll reward you with a special hug. No. Let me see here. Last question of Star Wars 4. I don't want to bore with this. No, Star Wars is not boring. Star Wars is like one of my favorite franchises of all time. Just a huge fan is all. Which of 9 Skywalker films do you like the best? Empire. I have 11 rings, which I think is all of them now. Yours is Empire Strike Back. 11 is all of them. Actually, I have to check how many emblem rings I have. Fallen Tamara being a vegetarian is still funny. So yeah, that's right. Rogue One and Han Solo film isn't really about Skywalker. Yeah, that's why they're not part of that main saga, but they are adjacent though. Could do Corrin Emblem maybe. Faye does another Shadow Cup COL thing. If it's shadows, I'm not gonna care. Everyone, calm down. What's happened here? Who dares speak so casually to me? You have no right to order me around. Are you refusing to even hear us out? Stop this, Sarah. Please, put your weapon down. Who is Sarah? I am Canis, the Dead Lord who offered everything to the Dark God. You will be a sacrifice. It won't end until I kill him. Why do you cower in fear and flee? Why not stay and praise my beauty? Wait, that's dangerous. I just narrowly avoided that. There doesn't appear to be a way out of this. I do not wish to direct my blade toward heroes, but I cannot sit by and do nothing. I don't believe this. We're about to fight heroes? No. But if they keep rampaging, there will be no faith left in heroes. Please listen. Byleth, Canis, Tibarn, Ivy. Quiet, you fool. Shrena, look out. Ha, I will not allow that. But Balder? Oh ho ho. I thought I heard a ruckus, and it appears my ears did not fool me. Time to end this.
Face me if you dare.
I just find it funny that people are voting on the guy that hates Lagus to turn him into one. I don't know. Was that their intent? I mean, I could see the community doing that. With this murderous intent, it doesn't seem like he's joking or attempting to intimidate us. What a disaster. We must stop him. As for me, I'd like to turn back, but I suppose I just couldn't leave you two. Did you not listen to me say be gone? Should you stay, this is what will become of you, or this is what becomes of you. Whoa, he just blasted a house away. I'm not joking when I say this doesn't look like fun at all. There's no time to marvel. Professor, please, stop this. Why are you doing this? If you have a reason, explain it. You all are something else. Use the power at your disposal. That is, if you really wish to stop me. Edelgard, Claude, we must focus and stop him. Alright. There's no guarantee we win, even if we all three fight him together. But I see no other option. Three of them are close. Ivy is not.
Just like father.
So the 10 just needs Tibarn. The main just, well, needs all of them, but Ivy's the furthest. Let's see what the iPad needs here.
Just like father.
the iPad needs Canis. So Tiborn, Canis, and then the 10, or sorry, the main. I think it needs 2 more. Ivy being one of them.
I can
Canis
do
as well.
it.
Okay. I'm hoping I can get Byleth early on banner. Excuse me, so I can maybe spark Ivy. How many pulls are you in now? Zelkov. You are Zelkov, correct? Yes. What's with your outfit? I am in the middle of delivering winter festival gifts to all the children. The children? Ha! You must be joking. You hate children. You may laugh, but there is no shame in this work. Of course. Now I seem like the insensitive one. It is going to be quite difficult to put Soren's plan into action. Bowshock, welcome in. I had to reboot my PC, so I might have missed your answer. Oh, for Star Wars movie? I said Empire Strikes Back. For me, Empire is probably my number 1. Revenge of the Sith is probably my number 2. Jedi is my number 3. Phantom Menace is probably 4. A New Hope 5. Attack of the Clones 6. 10 polls? Okay. So you got time. Banner stays for a month, yeah. This is pretty easy to reach, yeah. Colin Zelkov and I would get along. Let's see, it's going to be quite difficult to put Soren's plan into action. It's not only your appearance, but also your attitude and manner of speaking that are so different. Zelkov, I know, was gentle, obedient, passionate, and always had words of love for me. Words of love? I'm afraid I don't know this other Zelkov. Well, yes, well, he was a splendid retainer who admired my beauty and noticed any slight change to my makeup. I still reminisce of the times he would stroke my hair and tell me I was beautiful every day. Whoa. Sounds like a dizzying, sweet relationship. Not just sweet, it was a devoted partnership. He even died for me. Oh, I suppose that is a splendid feeling, but I myself feel no deep emotion whatsoever. Imagine if I were united with my fallen retainer. We'd share a heartfelt hug, but I'm not as shaken as I thought. It would be foolish to grieve with you. Then may I go? The children are waiting. I suppose so. Do as you like. Go, bring gifts to your beloved children. I will do just that. Huh, how foolish of me to expect anything different. To think that speaking to someone who was so close to me would ease my loneliness. I expected him to speak sweetly to me and smile at me. It breaks my heart to have my fallen retainer before me. Zelkov, you who gave your life for me, wherever you are. It was thanks to you staying behind that our army suffered so few casualties. But more so than any nameless soldier, I wanted you to survive. I suppose the silver lining is that your ridiculous outfit in this world saved me from shedding tears here. Aww. We're tempted to leave at the chance I might hear the truth. If I knew the concern was loneliness, I would have suggested a way to help. I wonder, is Queen Ivy cut from the same cloth as Princess Ivy in this world? What can be done? Perhaps I shall have to speak with him. Let's see here. You see my post on Discord? I have not seen anything new yet on Discord. So if you posted it during the stream, probably not yet. Let's see. Is anyone getting lag? I don't think I've... No, I've not dropped any frames. Let's see here. Thank you. You saved me. Of course. I'm happy you are unharmed. Tell me, what is the meaning of all this? You, heroes. There's no justice in crushing a town beneath your feet. I will not overlook this mistaken use of power. My strength shall help exact true justice. You came to help us? Thank you. You actually think you can stop me. Arrogant fool. Turn to dust and vanish. You heroes who have lost your way and abandoned justice, I shall stop you. Leave it to Balder and me. Commander Anna help Sharena get the people to safety. Got it. Let's hurry, Sharena. If you want to live, do not try to stop me. I won't let you do that. All the sacrifices have fled. Defying the beautiful Queen of Illusia bears a heavy punishment, you know. I only follow the will of the Dark God. Disperse before Loptos. I am the god of the sun. I will not falter before such triviality. Still, there is no sense in such impudent heroes being summoned here. I don't understand it either. For one, I've heard nothing of this from Tanuki. From from Kieran. Yet feast your eyes upon this injustice. I sense the presence. Who's there? Allow me to explain. How's this guy? You see the starfight? Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday. I don't know if you were here yet. Wait, were you here yesterday? Stream is running okay now. Okay, had to reset my computer or reset the router. Okay, so it's more of a like an internet connection thing. Grinded all the way up to 71. Okay, so that's pretty close to Sapiti. Again, most of the time you're gonna get a 5-star between 75 and 80. So I wouldn't expect anything at 71, but hopefully you get something early. Ideally, again, a win early would be best, but keep in mind if you lose early, you can still get the guarantee in relatively low pulls, right? But again, prepare yourself mentally that if it's only 71, prepare yourself that you won't get it. That's how I approach my pulls, so that I'm never disappointed with my pulls in Hoyo. Either I go in with enough to guarantee them 180, or I prepare myself for different scenarios. You know, best case scenario, I win early. Next best, I just win in just up to soft pity, or I lose early, but then I get them on an early guarantee after that. Or I lose, but then if I don't have any pulls to keep going, then I have a guarantee for my next target. And then worst case scenario, I build pity. I really do gotta play Thracia at one point. Gotta, yeah. No, I read that. When I read that, I was like, they probably mean gotta, and at the same time, I was like, Gora. That reminds me how in Firefly they used various non-English words, usually Chinese, to get away with swearing on network TV. What was your favorite? So again, if I had to rank my favorite Star Wars films, and again, these fluctuate from time to time, but usually my number 1 and number 2 are pretty consistent. No, actually, always they're pretty consistent. But like the rest of them kind of fluctuate. But if I had to rank them, my favorites would be Empire, Revenge of the Sith, and as number 2, and then right now, I'm gonna say okay, Empire, Revenge, Jedi, Phantom Menace, New Hope, and Attack of the Clones 6. So yeah, Wuwa giving a free 5-star next update. Should I pull up my Wuwa account? When's the next update drop? Sun Eater, welcome in. How's it going? We're just trying to get this last ticket in Forging Bonds for our summons here. So yeah, the main needs Ivy. The iPad needs Canis, and then the 10 needs Tivarn. Been also given tips on how to win the Keymaster arcade game at my nearby mall. Oh, nice. I was actually at the mall today picking up my phone. Let's see, Gamma, what? Pretty much a payout game. Now that I see you still use Lucia. I do still use Lucia. Let's see. Didn't expect Jedi to be as high, but cool. Yeah, no, I like Return of Jedi. Was it perfect? Was it like the best way to end the original trilogy? No, but no, I still enjoyed it. I will say, for a long time, I had A New Hope fairly low. Not because like it's a bad movie, but because the pacing and the scope of New Hope is just so different from all the other movies, right? It's almost like it's like a microscope into like a small portion of the whole conflict. Whereas every other Star Wars film, it's a much grander scale. You're dealing with things all across the galaxy, involving a lot more characters. But I mean, I get it. It was the first one that came out. We're just kind of zooming in on this little adventure before they expanded everything in Empire and Jedi and the prequels and so on. Pretty much a payout game. Nancy, welcome in. Ewoks lost me at some point. Did you guys see there was a How I Met Your Mother episode, and Barney Stinson, I think he made like a PowerPoint presentation or something on how you can tell how old, because he was what was it? I think he was trying to ask out a girl, and because like, so Barney is meant to be like a very shallow person, right? So like, for example, he doesn't like to date women that are like too old or whatever. So he's meant to be very shallow, and the fact that the woman didn't like Ewoks suggested to him that she was older than she looked, because he was like, he made a graph and everything, like, this is the Ewok line. Anyone older than this line when Return of the Jedi came out didn't like it, because obviously like they thought it was like kiddie or whatever. And anyone born after this the Ewok line is younger, because obviously they're like cute teddy bears. And so he was like, oh, I'm not gonna date. She's clearly much older. Yada yada yada. But then the joke was later on that she was like, oh, it's not that I don't like Ewoks. I just don't like Star Wars. And he was like, let me see here. I still say Lucia is prettier with long hair. Kaizen thinks the same thing as you. Next month or something, it's a collab character we get for free. Oh, a collab? What are they collabing with? Greetings, Hawk King. This is quite a coincidence. I never thought I'd see you in a place like this. Nesala. Where is he? You must be asking about Sir Duke Lacane of Gatos. Sorry, but that information will cost you. Sir Lacane was sacred. Sir Lacane was scared and offered me quite the sum to hide him from you. You didn't. You know me. I'll do anything, no matter how filthy, for the right price. If you don't have the funds to pay me, then you might as well give up now. Apologies, but I have other business to tend to. Nesala, tell me where he is. This is just like plunging headfirst into a raging storm. I'll have them pay me later for protecting the town. Now, how to get away from Tibarn. He has quite the reputation.
I will deliver.
I said this. Oh, no, I didn't say to swear another language. I said Fox and Firefly did that, or Firefly did that to get away with swearing like on network on Fox in the show Firefly. So they used other languages. I haven't heard when the new Firefly is going to be released. But I need to rewatch Firefly, and I've yet to see the film Serenity. Okay, yeah, watch the main series. Like, if you haven't seen, especially like the, because like originally only 11 episodes there, but they made 14, which are eventually released. Watch all those before watching Serenity. Serenity is basically taking all, or not all, but like taking some of the main ideas that would have been season 2, and then putting them into the film. Return of the Jedi, originally named Revenge of the Jedi. They changed the name to Return of the Jedi because the word revenge sounded too scary. Yeah, that, and then when, if I'm not mistaken, they were worried that it sounded too much like Wrath of Khan. Saw this on a recalled poster. Yeah, they originally made like the logo and everything. Sparkle says, should I put the amount of pulls I have before pulling? That's what I usually do, just because I like seeing the bigger number. Being, all right, I reached this many pulls saved up before pulls. So that's, yeah, so that's what I usually do. I put for like today. So today's the 7th, right? I would put the number of pulls you have before pulling as today's number, and then once you're done pulling, put the new number as tomorrow's number. Right. There's an opening. Ha! That's the best you have? Not even a milder version? Weak creatures disappear into nothing. As if I would allow that. Here. Huh. Your allies carved a path so you could attack my blind spot? Not bad. I praise you for your efforts. Ugh, he really is a monster. Tell me one thing, Professor. Why are you destroying the town? It need not be said. This is me raging at your foolishness. What are you talking about? Feel the insects crawling across the land. Fools constantly at war in Fodlan. The land swims in hatred. Upon the name of the beginning, I disperse judgment on all who have lost their way. What are you saying, Professor? This is not Fodlan. You have no reason to hurt the people of Esker. Corruption fills this land. I cannot allow it. Is the professor we know the kind of person to make such grandiose statements like this? No, he isn't. It's as though he's been possessed by someone else. Perhaps you are done buying time. I'm putting an end to this now. Damn, looks like we can't expect reinforcements. I thought we'd be able to hold him off longer. Both of you, stay alert. We may not be able to prevent the next attack. We have no choice. We have to take him down ourselves, even if the odds are against us. Oh, wait, something's happening with the professor. Punish the fools. Sounds like he's in pain. What's going on? Professor, get a hold of yourself. Please come to your senses. You obstruct me again?
It's
The real pilot's
festival.
coming through. Share the original trailer for Revenge of the Jedi on YouTube for free, and it never landed for me. I mean, obviously the film was still in the works. Cyberpunk Edge Runners. What? Where?
As you wish.
Oh, that's the collab. Really great anime, and it's my favorite character that is free. Oh, nice. I'll try and log in because again, I still have it. Sorry, ads. No worries. Saying it's sad joke. It's not bad news. Good news. I'm happy, and I fixed the issue with the person. That's good. But again, you know, it's always good to be able to kind of like know how to like handle situations like that. Whether it's kind of reaching out to like a counselor or a teacher or a director or dean or whatever. All 14 are available on Hulu, and I watched them. Just haven't watched the film.
Just like father.
Thank you for the redeem, Boshak. Wrath of Khan is the best Star Trek film. I did like Wrath of Khan, but I if I had to pick a favorite, it was probably Star Trek sorry, not the Generations. It was probably Star Trek First Contact. I really liked First. Are we still not at 400? Come on, Ivy.
We will not lose.
Face me if you dare. As you wish.
Can this be? What? Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Appreciate it. Actually, I don't know if I inputted my
Cut a path to the future.
my glass of water for dinner.
I will deliver. I eat too.
Hey!
About context emo. Wrath of Khan is a follow-up to the TOS episode Space Seed, and seeing what happens to Khan at the end of that episode, you understand him better.
Yeah, I still haven't seen
Face me
TOS.
if you dare.
I've seen the movies, but I haven't seen TOS itself. But I went into the movie having I'd heard of Khan and all that stuff, and before that I had seen already Star Trek
It's
Into
the Winter
Darkness, so I
Festival.
actually kind of watched that in a reverse order. Alright. Is everyone alright? The professor seems to have come to his senses. Is he no longer possessed? Damned if I know, but he is clearly different from how he was doing a moment ago. You three, get away from here, now. Professor, what happened? I don't have time to explain. Just remember, if you give into your rage, bitterness will consume you. War spreads sadness and hatred. Hatred gives birth to more conflict. Professor, hang in there. We'll help you. Stay away. You three must not end up like me. No matter what happens, do not give in to rage. Do not lose sight of yourselves. Professor, wait. Where are you going? I cannot withstand this for long. Go now, far away, before she wakes up. Do not follow him, Dimitri. If whoever she is emerges again, we'll have no chance against her. As difficult as it is to admit, Claude is right. All we can do now is pray that the professor is not possessed again. Let's return to the castle. We need to report this to the Order of Heroes and discuss what to do next. The professor's words were heavy, weren't they? Don't give in to rage, huh? Yes, but there's always rage in the depths of my heart. I wonder, am I in control of it? I wonder, if the one truly responsible for the tragedy of Dusker appeared before me, could I contain my rage? Let's return to the castle quickly. Nothing will change if you just stand there looking bewildered. It's true, though. The professor left us with some challenging thoughts. Do not give in. I must keep reminding myself of this.
I will deliver.
The only thing I'm worried about is there's a girl who's trying to replace me. What do you mean replace you? As a friend, a musician, and person, she really wants me out of band. She like lied to me because caused me to what? I don't know what I'll do if Faye wants the EOS. I mean, if it EOS, there's not much we can do. So, who do you replace you? Wants me. I mean, forget what they want. You're you. You don't have to do things that people don't want you to do. So before, they're probably gonna keep it open and just stop updating similar to Mario Kart Tour. Let's see, and this is the severe injury I sustained. Will you take responsibility for it in his stead? Everyone has bitterness, some more than others. Lagos with a lot of it can be devoured by it at any moment. I imagine so. It is likely that this has happened to the other you I ran into. If one of us appears from another world in this state, I will take on the responsibility of stopping them. So let's call this one even. I could see it happening to another you, but me? There's no way. I'm not hot-headed like you. Yes, we Lagus are a warring people. If one wrongs us to the point where we cannot forgive them, well, we cannot be contained with reason. No other thoughts cross our mind but to kill them. Huh. All right, I'll collect this debt another time. And when that time comes, you'll protect me, won't you? Though I hope it never comes to that.
As you wish.
Okay, now we have all the tickets on the main. And is that the last one on the iPad? No, come on! We're 6 points away. Hey. The Lost Lore theme, guys. I always say that it reminds me of like the Mandalorian theme for some reason. I don't know why. Don't know why. Is anyone going to see the Mandalorian and Grogu in theaters? I got my tickets. Alright. Oh. What's happening here? Alright, now we have all the tickets on the 10. And then we'll go through... Should we go through story first? And then maybe clear the barracks and then do our summons? I want to see you do story so I can talk about something. Yeah, we're going to do story then. I just have to get that last ticket on my iPad here. Bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum.
See what I can do!
Have a great night. I got an early morning tomorrow, so take care. All right, no worries. Yeah, we'll be on tomorrow too. We'll be reacting to the Genshin Impact special program, and then we'll maybe try and start the ZZZ main story. It sounds like it's on the shorter side, so yeah. Do you know how I beat the Ocean? Oceanid in Genshin? Don't use Hydro. it's so hard. Yeah, early on it is hard, but eventually it becomes easy. So, but yeah, you need to use let's see, you're talking about the world boss, right? Because oftentimes they're in the air, and you need characters that can attack things in the air. Yeah, I kind of said range units. Need help? Yeah, Nancy might need help on the Oceanid.
Face me if you
Because
dare.
that, for beginners, if you don't have the right team, that can be difficult. I remember those days. Because my first 5-star was Farina, so that's Hydro. And then, who was my team? Rosaria couldn't attack things in the air. Noelle couldn't attack things in the air. Barbara was useless in that fight. Zhang Ling couldn't attack things in the air, so I was kind of screwed early on, yeah.
It's hot. Compose yourself.
That's hard for me. I'm trying to level up Barbara. Barbara's not going to be able to help in that fight, though. Not really. Aside from, like, healing, because, again, her attacks are Hydro. It's what Ganyu is for, to help new players with Oceanid. I mean, I never got Ganyu.
With one strike.
I think they mean they need it in order to level Barbara. Oh, okay. Yeah, so you need the materials for Barbara. I get what you're saying now.
See what I can do.
Wait, Barbara uses Oceanid? Isn't the Oceanid in Leeway? Hydro Cube didn't exist till Inazuma. There's only one Hydro boss. Okay. I guess Leo is still technically like in that opening part of the game. There we go. Right now we can do story. We got all our tickets. Unlock Inazuma and get your free Barbara after Mondstadt. Sorry, I meant, yeah. So you unlock Leeway and get your free Barbara after Mondstadt. Okay. Hydro hypostasis. Alright. Hydro Cube didn't exist till 2.1 since it's on Kokomi's island. I always forget about that one existing because it's like in like a cave somewhere, right? Like under something, underground or something. So I always forget that one existed. But I have had to go fight it from time to time for boss drops or for level up material or whatever. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Book 10, Chapter 7, Flame God Muspel. Part 1, Steadfast Hope for Victory. Also, I think I rolled these guys up, so let's do that. I've had to fight it a lot because I have Kokomi. Alright. Minus attack, happy, rip. Yeah. It's okay. We're doing the story on lower difficulties on my iPad. It's my main that does the harder ones. How to fight a lot because I have Kokomi. Alright, here we go. Steadfast Hope for Victory.
A summer to remember.
Book 10, Chapter 7, Part 1. Muspel's moving south, to the lands that have yet to be frozen. We must pursue him. I agree. Thor, God of War, is there something wrong? I sense you've been holding something back for quite a while. It is nothing. Pretend as if I'm not here, for my role is nothing more than to act as a witness. Do know that I will not provide you with any further assistance. From here on, it is up to you. Oh, but... She could help us right now. I'm sure she would warn us to be very wary of Fimbulvetter. Fimbulvetter. Yes, of course. Fimbulvetter is traveling across 3 realms, slowly freezing everything. This means that in the lands yet to be frozen, we have the highest chance of encountering her. That may be so. We should advance as Commander Anna says, prepared for the dangers that await. If we do not obtain Muspel's power now, we have no chance against Fimbulvetter. If half of the lands of Muspel remain unfrozen, we have about a 1 in 1,000th chance of seeing her. If we stand here in fear of what lies ahead, we have 0 chance of winning. So, let us advance prepared for the dangers, yet with hope for victory steadfast in our hearts. I am the dead Lord Canis. Let's see, Alphonse pulling numbers. I don't know. I don't think anyone's going to take 1/1000th or 1/1,000,000th or whatever seriously, so. Oh, no, okay. No dialogue there. Part 2, Ashen Nightmare.
I'll do it.
I offer no name to wretches like you. Prostrate yourself. Wait, did Fjorm also gain godlike powers? Wait, how far are you in the story in Fae? June should be midpoint. Did we get a Fae channel last year for that? I'll have to check what date that was so we can expect one. I think we got one, right? Got her new form like months ago. Yeah, that's what I was asking, like how far they are in story. I have a question to ask you about midpoint after story. Got it. I stopped when Alphonse became Asker's new protector or something like that. It's like chapter 2. So Renegade, welcome back. How's it going? We're doing some Fae story here. We're on book 10, chapter 7, part 3, Storm King.
See what I can do!
He will pay for the Cernus massacre. He must. Tibarn looks awesome with that art, the fallen art. Alright, if anyone has Tibarn, do they say what causes to happen? Izuka potion, amulet, or what? I mean, they kind of sort of explained it in, what's it called? The Forging Bonds there. Granted, I haven't finished the Forging Bonds dialogue conversations, but yeah, that's what they were kind of seemingly explaining. Alright, chapter 7, part 4. Haven't read a Forging Bonds in ages. Like, I think 3 years maybe. They were kind of explaining him, between him and Nesala. Like, all those scenes that I literally read earlier. Like, that was my understanding. Alright. Bewitching Ruler, part 4.
It's hot.
Compose yourself!
The very day the Divine Dragon was no more, I ceased pretending to be friends with other nations. Wasn't paying attention. I was tired. All right, but yeah. Actually, can we? I know we can read like past conversations in Forging Bonds. I don't know if we can read the current one. Let me see. Miscellaneous maybe. Event recap. Forging Bonds. Okay, yeah. So, but I mean, did you said you finished it because you interrupted my nap. My bad. But yeah, if you go to the miscellaneous button on the bottom and then click on event recap, it looks like all the Forging Bonds conversations are there from the current one. So go through and you can read. So it's Dark Potential, and you can read the Tibarn one. If you want, I can just do it on my screen here for you guys as well. But you can read the Tibarn one, and it sounded like between the conversations between him and Nesala, they were kind of explaining it. All right. Was that part 4? That was part 4. Part 5. What makes a mortal? I don't know. For some reason, in my head, you guys ever play? I can't remember which Castlevania it was, but when I read this title here, "What makes a mortal?" there was a quote because it was people always make fun of like the way the line's voice acted in Castlevania, and they're like, "What makes a man?" or something like that. That's what popped into my head. All right, what makes a mortal? Here we
With
go.
one strike!
Muspel, God of Flame. You are a persistent one, dog. I have no intention of kneeling before you so you can grant me your power. No, I demand you give me your power now, or I will exterminate you. Ha 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 ha. So you kill your own father, even a god, to usurp the power you desire. This is a good look on you. I like it. Alright then, come at me. Kill me if you can. Oh wait, that's right. He had a much higher voice. Like a higher pitched voice. Forgot about that. What is a man? A pitiful pile of secrets. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Like, so when I heard that What Makes a Mortal title, I was like, I heard that in my head. So I got preteen boys, yeah. You have shown me your strength. My flames are being taken by mortals. Steal, consume, live. Ha! That is what makes a mortal. Oh. Yo! Alright, so Kaizen didn't get his wish, I'm sorry. But some very interesting hair color. So, this power is from Muspel, the god of flame. It now resides within me. This is what I need to pull next month? Yep. Because you guys always know, I've always been a fan of, like, Yarn. Because, like, she seems like she's always been, like, honorable, you know what I mean? Now that Muspel is destroyed and the flames that torment Levitain have been extinguished. Oh! So the flames that torment Levitain have been extinguished. So she's saved. That was impressive, Princess Legarn. It is all thanks to you, Levitain, and the other heroes. Prince Alphonse, now I understand your words about the importance of working together. Yes, and now we possess Nifl's and Muspel's power. Of the three realms facing annihilation, only one is left. Hell, the realm of death, where we fought against the ruler Hell, Leaf, and Thraseer so long ago. So that is our next stop. We must... She's here. It can't be. Fimbulvetr, it can't be. Affliction cannot be controlled by mere mortals. You are not mistaken that the only way for humanity to survive was to usurp Muspel's power for yourself. Yet still, after exhausting your best option, you cannot prevent your own misfortune. You will be annihilated. It is unfortunate, but that is the meaning of annihilation, is it not? No! Receiving directive. Everyone, run! Initiating full freeze. Rip. Well... Tune in next month. Actually, the guy who voiced Dracula was giving it his all, and the voice actor for Richter was just Richter just wanted the sandwich they offered him as payment. So now I can ask the question: do you think a midpoint is a 3-unit banner with this Celial 3 duos, and she's our midpoint unit? Or do you think it's a 4-person banner and they introduce the Snake Lady? You're right, because we haven't... Because yeah, if we're at midpoint, we haven't... Who's all on the image as well? I mean, I don't think Snake Lady will be... What's her name? I forgot the name. It's on the tip of my tongue. Starts with a J. See 2 big reasons she's a villain. Sun Eater. I do think she gets introduced soon. And I do think it's probably a 4-person banner. Let's see, because Yarn was just a random month, so if like Yarn is our midpoint, then she's getting preferential treatment. I don't think it's really preferential treatment. I think it's just timing. If that makes sense. Oof. We are full up. Chances of usable Levitain. I mean, it doesn't mean we don't get one in the future. It just that it means that she's not getting Muspel's blessing there, right? Because they said she's saved. Now, to be fair, the alts like the iPad here, they do have more space in the reserves. Where's Bruno now? We don't talk about Bruno. I mean, do you want the actual answer? He's still alive? Wait. You should know. You're caught up to that point, at least. I don't know how you have no space. My main barracks isn't even at 250. Well, okay, my alts. So this one has no space in the main barracks, but I rarely put people in the reserve barracks on my alts, because I don't usually bother with the alts. So I have much more space on the alts. I haven't put them into the reserves. My main account has like no space anywhere. When a banner in Genshin comes out that is good for me to pull, can you let me know? I mean, there's always gonna be like good characters. Like almost all characters are usable either as like your main DPS or some type of support, right? But it's really more of a question of what kind of characters do you want to play, and then like which characters do you really like and be like, oh, I want to use this person on the team somewhere, or I want to use this person, and then we kind of figure out, okay, well let's plan around that. What kind of team would that look like? So then you would get all the characters for that team, and then we can find other teams that work for you as well. Or if you really want to go like meta, we can do that. You might not have as fun because you're using characters that maybe you either don't know as well or don't like as much. But you can go that route too. But the in-game content will be much easier for you if you do that. And then if you're willing to start spending money, well, that's opens up a lot of doors, but you're also spending money. I don't really remember. I always mention it here because it's such a meme. Oh, he died in the Emble book. Free. It's a free Veronica from Possession. But technically, everyone should be alive again since Ragnarok revived people. Lurkin, thank you, Destiny, for the lurk. Welcome in. Hope all's well. Oh. Yeah, the alts I don't need a ton of space, but the main I really need to start like clearing space because if I fill up everything all the way, then I'm not gonna have room to maneuver things around, right? Even just temporarily. Because Kaya, he's at 60 and Jangling is at 60. Okay, so are there any 5-stars that you've seen so far that are like, ooh, I kind of want to get them, or I kind of play as them, or are there any characters that you've met in the game? They're like, oh, especially because now you're getting into like the later parts, like Inazuma, Sumeru, Fontaine, Natlan, Nodcry, as you get into those, you're gonna meet more of the new, like, not the newest characters, but newer characters than like the Mondstadt ones. And anyway, not really. Okay. So do you want? How about this? Why don't you focus on what I did when I was first starting out? And like again, I was still new to the game, didn't really know the characters. Is collect at least one of each of the Archons. So when the Archons rerun, if you don't already have them, get them. And then that way you have at least a basis to be like, oh yeah, I'm collecting Archons. And then because most of the Archons are pretty good, either as a DPS or like an amazing support unit, then you can start building teams around them and kind of figuring out, okay, so yes, you have the Archons, and then but you also want this character for supporting them, and so on. So is that something that like you might be interested in, like collecting the Archons, like again, like basically the leaders of each of the nations? Because you've already met like Venti and Zhongli. I don't know, depending on how far you are in Inazuma, I would assume you've met the Inazuma Archon. I mean, you beat Whale with Rosaria as your DPS, so you can get far with the Mondstadt characters. You can, but like again, the whole idea of collecting the Archons, at least it's a what we call a SMART goal, right? It's attainable, it's measurable, you know. It's not an ambitious goal that would be hard to reach. It just takes a while because each Archon runs only like once per region. So, but yeah, if collecting the Archons is something that you seem that seems interesting to you, the next Archon that I'm expecting to rerun would be Moika, and then in the same patch, probably Columbina and Raiden, possibly. So I think those are the next three that we see. Grab a Moika or Columbina and build a account from there. Yeah. So again, does that sound like you would be interested in collecting the Archons? And then building outwards from those? Because Columbina would be great for lunar reactions. Moika is just a very great DPS, like an attacker. So I think that could be a good starting point for you if that's something that sounds interesting to you. Is that a good or a bad? How many bridal Tharges do I have? Wait, is this bridal? This is bridal, right? Yeah. I don't want to collect all the... I mean, there's over 100 playable characters in the game, so it would be very hard to do that unless you're willing to swipe your credit card. But if you want to collect like a lot of the characters, I think Archons would be good for you to start. So again, does collecting the Archons sound like something that you'd be interested in as a starting point? Because then obviously, yeah, you'll get more characters as you go. Like I remember when I only had like 1 or 2 5-stars for the first time, and then eventually like 4. I was like, oh, I have my first 5-star team, yay! Sure, okay. So in that case, start farming, like, or not farming, but save all your Prima Gems, save all your intertwined fates. Use your standard pulls on the standard banner. If you get intertwined, or not intertwined, like the blue ones. If you get those, spend them on the standard banner. Don't convert anything to blue. Just save all your Prima Gems, save all your intertwined fates. It's impossible. I mean, it's only impossible because Aloy is not available anymore. But everything else, I think you can get eventually. It's either a ton of luck or a ton of money, or yeah. But anyway, yeah, let's focus on the Archons for you for now. So then again, save your Prima Gems, save your intertwined fates, and then wait until the next Archon reruns. And again, I think it's gonna be Moika. So that'll probably be in about what are we at, 2 weeks? Well, the patch with Moika would be 2 weeks. But we're getting a special program tomorrow. We're gonna react to that. Don't want to spend money. Okay. Now keep in mind too, we also on the channel we do giveaways for Welkins, which are the monthly packs. It's like the $5 a month pack. So we do giveaways for those as well. So you might be able to win one of those if you're here when we do those giveaways. But anyway, yeah. plan on saving everything you can, and again, play through the Archon quests, get those stories done, do your side quests, do world quests, everything, especially the ones that give you Prima Gems, so you can farm those up. Also, explore Mondstadt, Seliwe, get those treasure chests, do all the puzzles, do the quests, get those Prima Gems so you can save up, so that when Moeka comes, you should hopefully have enough Prima Gems and Intertwined Fates that you can hopefully guarantee the Moeka. You like Moeka? Sitlali is a great pickup, yes. And Sitlali is a possible rerun before the end of Nod Try, but right now, as my as of my current predictions, they're probably not rerunning until early Snezhnaya. But they are due for a rerun. So, Yansan is a 4-star who works well with her as well. Yeah. So yeah, let's plan on that for you though. Plan on getting the Archons and then the characters that work with them. So like Kaizen said, Sitlali is a good one. Shalonen will probably rerun soon. If they don't rerun soon, then probably Chronicle Wish. But that'll be later in Snezhnaya. But yeah, for Moeka, Shalonen, and Sitlali are great. And then, like I said, hopefully you can save up enough and farm enough Prima Gems to be able to guarantee getting Moeka. But then after you get Moeka, go back into save mode right away, because hopefully you can get Columbina on Luna 8. Because Columbina is going to be like the best way to enable lunar reactions, which is kind of like the main thing in the game for now. And then possibly Raiden Shogun will be running possibly in Luna 8, maybe shortly after, who knows. But yeah, let's plan on those 3 being your next big targets as far as Archons goes. And then we'll have to figure out the teams that you want to build. Like, for example, if you get Moeka, Sitlali, and Shalonen would be great 5-star options. Kaizen mentioned Yansan, and there's some other ones as well that are good 4-star options. If you get Columbina, some other good 4-star options that would be good to support Columbina would be characters like Inefa. Isn't as valuable anymore, sadly. Right, but as far as having a goal of collecting the Archons, they would be one to go for. So like Venti, because again, Nancy, you've met Venti, you've met Zhongli. Venti actually got a buff recently, so. And I think you've met Raiden Shogun. And then there are other Archons that you're going to meet eventually throughout the story. So we can talk about more when their reruns come up, and as you continue to progress with the story before the marching show hopefully doesn't spoil you. Alright, let's keep clearing up some space here in the barracks. This is my iPad again. See, I haven't even bothered getting rid of some of the newer dupes here. No, let's get rid of this. Is minus attack, so let's get rid of that one. Is this a TT unit or? All the crons. Am I starting to wake up a bit? Let's go. Yeah, someone asked me recently, because like, I explained to them I don't drink coffee. And they're like, oh, you don't need caffeine or anything like that? And I'm like, nope. So usually, the best way for me to wake up is just a nice hot shower. Touch aren't always an option, especially if you have colored hair. Is that really a thing? Because I had colored hair for a year. I don't think, Oh, that's right. We pulled all these loots on my iPad. I told you, we haven't even merged her up yet. Wow. We should probably do that. That'll free up space in my barracks. What the heck? I didn't even merge her. We pulled enough to +10 her. That's funny. Taito, welcome in. 1 free and 3 tickets, and got 0 greens on the 4th ticket. Got 1 green, got Violet. Oh, nice. Was Violet your main target? Yeah, the color fades faster in hot water. Now it's full Tibarn. Okay, I'm probably targeting 3 of the 4 characters if I can. But first, we're clearing up barrack space. Why do I have so many Fords? The heck? I just bleached it though, right? That's not colored. No, I had to bleach it to lighten my hair color, and then we dyed it because it was like a blonde with highlights. They had to bleach it just to get the hair lighter because again my hair is black naturally. So let's see. Yeah, are you gonna save a loot to fodder? Wait, what? No, we're merging that to +10. That's the whole reason we did that. The IVs we have. The comment's really good. Yeah, but +10 loot. My piece purple faded less than 2 weeks of the showers. Now it's blonde again because I get through reply color. Yeah, I definitely colored it blonde after dyeing it. Sorry, wait, after bleaching it. We should replace one of these with this.
Yeah, papaya.
Hi, Papaya. Tara, welcome in. Thank you for the raid, guys. You only have 11. I thought you had more. We pulled enough to +10 of the new loot. Was it attuned or something like that? Or, no, aided loot. How's it going, Tara? Can we get a shout out, please? How was stream? We're about to do polls on the new Fire Emblem Heroes banner, but we're clearing barrack space. Let's see. Raid is here. Cecilia Bot, welcome in. How are you doing today? Terror Raid, welcome. How are you doing? You're just talking to you. How's it going, Tara? Welcome in. Thank you for the raid, guys. If you guys are here for the first time, my name's Christian. I stream every day on this channel. This is day 2,731 in a row of streaming. Mostly games like Fire Emblem and other Nintendo games like Pokemon and The Legend of Zelda. We also stream a lot of other Hoyo games like Genshin, Star and ZZZ. Say something so I can shout you out, Easy. Yeah, Kaizen wants to @ your name, but they only show up if you speak in the chat. But yeah, welcome in. I think we're doing Zelda today. But yeah, we're doing some Fire Emblem Heroes. So the new chapter and new banner that are out as of now. And then tomorrow we have a Genshin Impact special program, aka live stream, to react to, as well as doing some ZZZ story. And I got some characters on the new banners on Tuesday. We got the Lucia, who I was targeting, and then we got a double getting Promia and M3 Grace. My first Hoyo double. What do you mean? I just arrived in the raid? But welcome in, guys. Wait, I have 2 of this Ishtar. Let's keep the plus attack. Oh, that's too many. I think there's enough space on my iPad to pull, but we can keep clearing space if we want. Maybe after we do our pulls. How about that? Alright, but how's everyone doing? If you came in with a raid, Cecilia Bot, welcome in. Tara, welcome in. Did you guys pull in Fire Emblem Heroes recently? Did you get anything on the new banner? Or any of the recent banners? Oh, look at Ishtar again. Get rid of that one. This one is looks like a GHB. So we'll mark you as, because the GHB 3-star ones, those don't come by often. I really like to clean my bear suit. Yeah, my main has like, we really got to spend some time on my main account. This is my iPad account. So this one here, at least I have space in the reserve barracks on my iPad if I need to, if I'm just that lazy. But my main, I have like no space, so that's why we're doing stuff now. Tara making my life so hard on ask if you can make me type it manually. I was actually talking about because I had a tech meeting at work today because we were trying to figure out our tech goals for the district. Because I feel like a lot of school districts, their tech goals are very short-sighted, or because like teachers are old, right? So a lot of them are like stuck in like older decades where they're like, one, some teachers just don't want to use tech in their classrooms, and 2, the others are using it for the sake of using it, but that's pointless, right? Because you're not applying skills that the kids are going to use in the future when they're when the kids are older and in the workforce. And we insist, apparently the district used or insisted on using Chromebooks, so that's why, which are keyboard devices. I said out years ago that like we should be moving towards like tablets and touch devices, iPads and whatnot, because 90% of these kids in the future, they're not going to be using like a big desktop computer or even a laptop. You know, they'll be using touch devices, they'll be using voice, and they'll be using AI. But all that stuff scares the teachers because, again, these are teachers that are like boomers or Gen X or millennials. So in that tech meeting, I was kind of like talking about things like typing, for example. If we insist on doing Chromebooks, the kids got to know how to type with more than one finger, right? Otherwise, like we have this thing called IXL, which they'll be doing, like they'll do science stuff, they'll do math stuff, reading stuff, all their assignments, but they're only getting through like 5 questions per class, like for like half hour, because not because they don't know the material, but because they can't type fast enough. So they have to know how to type, right? If we're going to be insisting on using these keyboard devices, even 2 fingers is better than 1. I just spit on my iPad. Old people hate young people using new stuff because they want us to have to live with the same inconveniences and problems they had, plus all the problems they carried for future generations. Yeah, see, a lot of teachers they're either stuck in their old ways, or if they're a lot of them are thinking they're very like, oh, I'm hip, I'm high tech and everything, I'm up with the times. But the problem is our students won't be living in, they won't be entering a workforce in today's world or 5 years ago, right? So we have to be very forward thinking. When I was my last message was I sent to reserves 3. I was like, yeah, I have to take care of this. These are the exact same quans. We have Berkut's here. Oops. Speed Mycin, let's go. So we're basically clearing like 100 spots, well 50 spots on my iPad. 50 spots. And again, I have more reserve barrack space on my alts because I don't really use these accounts all too much. It's the main account that I really should be doing this on right now, actually. But the problem is on the main, there's so little space that I have to move stuff around first so that I have room to kind of clear things out. So because what I have to do is I have to move some units into a reserve, then like take like all the like Mystery of the Emblem units into the main barrack so I can see like, okay, I have 2 of this or I have 3 of this, and then I can clear them out. Because right now I might have like 1 in the main and 1 in the reserve, and it's like I can't see both because you can't. There's no easy way to search and then be like, oh, I have 1 in this barracks and this barracks and this barracks. Like, they don't have that. I keep saying they should have that, but kids don't know how to use tech like the old people If kids don't know how to use tech like the old people want, then they're handicapping every student who will be expected to use it as an adult in almost every job on the planet. Wait, say that one more time? Kids don't know how to use tech like the old people want, and they're handicapping every student who will be expected to use it. Oh, are you saying like they should learn how to use like old desktop computers and stuff like that? No, I mean like more stuff like, okay, like no one's gonna be like using you know, serial ports, for example. Like they don't even know all that stuff. You know, no one's coding in C anymore, for example. Stuff like that. And again, you have to think in terms of like, okay, what is 90% of the workforce in the future going to be using, and you kind of teach toward that. Look at my chart. Oh, let's see. The old people don't want kids to know how to use technology. They want us all to be like the good old days. No, I don't think that's it. It's just that most teachers are either stuck in their ways and don't want to use technology because they don't, or they think it's enough that they're using technology. Like, oh yeah, you're using iPads, we're using Chromebooks. But they're not using it in ways that teaches them how to use it. They're just using it as a substitute for things, which if you're just doing that, it's a very expensive substitute for just pencil and paper, right? All right, let me take a look at the chart here. Let's see here. Okay, so you see, you spent your pulls, and did you get anything yet, or no, not yet? Because it doesn't look like you put anyone in your pulls, not yet. Okay, so you did spend about 70 pulls, so you're very close to soft pity, basically, right? By the way, sad news. Gacha games take up so much space on my computer that I can only have like 2 actual games installed. Alright, I should probably clear up space on my other accounts now. How big are the games that you're trying to install? My brain is overloaded. Okay, I mean, again, that was to be expected when you spend that many polls. But again, you knew going into it that you didn't have enough for soft pity, but we were hoping for something. But it sounds like right now we've built the pity, but you're very close to soft pity. And keep in mind, for every one of those 10 polls, you hopefully got at least like an A rank or 2. So you got some polls back, right? And then you still have 2.5 weeks to keep getting more polls. Have you been doing Hollow Zero as well? Because again, with them probably resetting Hollow Zero once we get to 3.0, that would be a good time to farm the heck out of Hollow Zero. But you might have already done it. I don't know. Hey, Simblupa, welcome in. Maybe I'll be honest. Always be honest, Simblupa. Always be honest. I'm gonna make some space here on my 10 real quick. If I can. I don't want to play Expedition 33, but I don't have space because computer has LIS Reunion. Oh, yeah. Silverblade. I don't know which product I want to buy to stream Switch to. You talking like capture cards or what? Man, my 3 Eleonora on my 10, I have a plus defense, plus HP, and plus res. Like, come on. Capture card? If anyone wants a capture card, I have an Elgato HD60S Plus that I don't use. It's just collecting dust, and it's great for streaming like consoles. It doesn't capture 4K, but most people aren't going to stream in 4K. So if you are interested in my old Elgato HD60S Plus, let me know. I can probably work something out. The grinding made my brain. Oh yeah, no, yeah. That's why you know, do as much as you can, and then when it's getting too much, take a break. You know, it's not like there's a rush right now. But yeah, I gotta farm the heck out of Hollow Zero before we get to 3.0. So about 6 weeks before that happens. Let's see here. Let's keep the. Let's get rid of the minus attack one. And the minus speed one. Kind of want to get a Steam Deck eventually just so I can play stuff portably. I mean, that's what the Switch 2's for. A 2 Dancer Dorotheas. Get rid of the plus defense. That was me with 3 houses. I ended up getting fatigue. Can't even think straight. Oh yeah, then I'd take a break for a little bit, you know? Take a break, just kind of chillax, maybe get some snacks. And just hang out in the stream for now. Because no, yeah, that happens to me too. If I have to grind the heck out of something, it's like, because it's very repetitive too, so you get tired. For RPGs, portably feels so significant. No, it's fantastic, yeah. It's nice being able to play on the go when you have a moment here or there. Okay, let's see. Orochi, those are. Let's get rid of the defense one. The problem is, as I clear space in the barracks, obviously I'm gonna fill that up with like newer units, and once that gets filled up, it's like, well, what then? What now? Let's see. I still prefer stuff on Switch, but a lot of stuff isn't. Which is what I mean. I kind of want a Steam Deck if prices are ever possible. Right now, it's not possible to get one because AI places take every part on the market. Oh yeah. Let's see here. Corin. Laurent. Both my OG Lucinas are plus HP minus speed. Great. Enter Tharja. Yeah, because my iPad now has how many? We have 50 spots open. My 10, we've got it so far down to, we've got 40. I'm going backwards, and I'm still only at Awakening. So we can make more space. Ooh. Alright. That's 50. Let's see. It's 70 pity. Okay, so yeah, you're a few away from soft pity and getting a 5-star. And again, it could still be a win. It could be a loss. We don't know, but you're getting very close. But yeah, if you're feeling burnt out, you should take at least a little break. Well, I want to stream Star Fox 64 remake. It's just called Star Fox, Simbalupa. It's just called Star Fox. So designs are bad. I don't think they're bad. Just that some people seem to be wanting the cartoon Star Fox design that was in Mario Galaxy movie versus the more realistic design that they showed off, which is the exact opposite of like, hey, we want, you know, a realistic Link from The Legend of Zelda, and they gave us Wind Waker, and everyone's like complaining. So it's the exact opposite problem. Fans are complaining whatever they get. It's apparently not what they want. Not that they know what they want. Explain Fox's father was up there like in N64 because they don't want it to be exactly the same. Do hate the hyper realistic look. I think the rest of the team looks fine. It's Fox himself. There's something about the model that I'm not. There's something that seems off. I think it's his neck. It's a very large neck. Also, just like Falco's. Really? I like Falco's design. Falco chicken leg. They don't have boots anymore. Wait, what? I wasn't paying attention to their feet. Simbupa keeping track of everyone's feet there. How many Naomis do I have? And they're all like plus defense. Why are they all plus defense? It wasn't boots? It was metal feet. They were all forced amputees. Well, of course, we grew up on that. We saw it in Smash Bros. Era. Oh, you're using like Smash Bros. As a reference. So at this point forward, do you singles or another 10 pole? I mean, you can go either way. The reason why I do a 10 pole, because like, what if I get them on like the 9th pole of a 10 pole, and then I just happen to get a double on like the 10th? Like, it could happen, you know? And either way, like if you do a 10 pole and you get them, like let's say you get them on the first pole, then you're basically just setting up for the next target, whether it's like building 9 pity, or sometimes it's good to get like your if you do a 10 pole and you get like, let's say you win on like the first or second pole, but then later on in the rest of the 10 pole you find out, oh, I lost. Well, that's good, because then you know ahead of time, oh, I have a guarantee. You don't have to find that out on the day of. You know, like 3 weeks, 6 weeks ahead of time, okay, now I have a guarantee for my next target. So I prefer just to do 10 pulls. But if you don't have enough for 10 pull and you want to keep pulling, by all means, there's nothing wrong with doing singles. Now that might be different for individual people might have different circumstances. For example, I rarely pull on the weapon banner, so it's probably not my best interest to do 10 pulls when I'm that close to soft pity on the weapon banner, when I could be saving those pulls towards the limited character banners, which I absolutely pull on more often. Does that make sense? Or if they have like a limited collab banner that's going away and we don't know if there's ever going to be another collab banner, then why have extra pulls on that when it's not going to go towards a future character, for example? By the way, do we know when Saber goes away? I'm still surprised Saber's banner is still around. So many bridal minions on this iPhone 10. PC, I have 3 games installed. I forgot one. I could probably create way more space on my 10, but because we almost have 100 spots open. I think we're good for now. But let's start moving over to the main. Probably grind another 10 pull tomorrow then. Okay, yeah. So again, yeah, for me, I prefer just to do 10 pulls, but there's nothing wrong with doing singles. And there's various times when that might be a valid strategy. But for me, especially on character banners, like limited character banners, I prefer doing 10 pulls. But if it's like a weapon banner that I rarely pull on, then yeah, I might opt for singles. But again, it's more of a case by case basis. Let's get rid of one more. And we'll switch over to the main. Because I could keep going, but it looks like we have plenty of space on the alts right now. Star Blade is 60 gigs. OS Stream is 26. Peggle Knights is 29. How much space do you have on your computer? Because right now, yeah, that's a little over 100 gigs. Then I have 10 other games in Steam library, and I don't own a lot because I don't get to play many games on PC. Actually, you know what? We're so close to the 100 mark, which is great. Let's get 10 more. Only 10 more, and then we're going to the main. Let's see. Oh, Chu Lane was GHB. So again, I saved my 3-star GHBs because like after that, like you don't get any more 3-star GHBs except as like a potential reward. Or you can't buy the 3-star GHBs from the shop. Get rid of the Speed Noma. Actually, we might not have enough to get 10 more. Whatever, it's fine. Alright, well. Here's Guy, Danganronpa, Digimon, Parkon, Mass Effect, Metaphor, Pal World, Regular Peggle, Stardew, no game, wrong dimension. 930 gigs, okay. But most of this, yeah, right, yeah. Just trying to get a sense of like how much space those games that you mentioned were taking up. Alright, so we're good on the alts. 135 gigs of free space, but I was told you always need you need to always leave 100. That's not no. In general speaking, if you have a smaller hard drive, it's best to How old is your computer, by the way? If you have a smaller hard drive, I would say less than 500 gigs, then yes, keeping 100 free for 500 gigs would be good. But if you have a newer computer, especially if you have a larger drive, especially if it's an SSD, you probably don't need to necessarily stick to the 100. Generally, for older computers, it was a 20% rule. But for newer computers and faster drives, you could probably get away with a smaller percentage. So we're talking like, so for something like, let's see, late June 2023. Is it an SSD or HDD? No, I just got the gaming PC as recommended. Let's see, things I don't know how on Windows to check that. Yeah, this, I'm not sure how to check that on a Windows PC per se. I have that device info, but I don't see something that says SSD. You see anything that says HDD? Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. You can't see the... Device name, processor, installed RAM, graphics card, storage. Look up storage and see if you can get information on that screen. Okay, I need to move stuff into the barracks and then clear out one game at a time here. Who's got space? Nothing has space. Let's move as much Tellius and Awakening as we can for now. Shit, let me see if there's anything I can just like create a combat manual straight up. For example, we have 2 Celestia here. One's plus attack, one's plus speed. Let's keep the plus speed. I can always build up attack with weapons. Hopefully I can get her W engine as well before next phase starts. Hopefully, yeah. But priority on the character, and then hopefully you can get them either on a win or very early if you need to go into the guarantee, and then use any remaining polls to try for the engine as well. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna try for Lucia's engine, but wait, who did? Okay, I can't remember if we answered this question yesterday. Who are the upcoming Void Hunters that we know of? Because those are ones I'm probably gonna maybe go for and target, but I don't know. So we're too happy here. Ooh, let's keep the plus speed one, which means I'm gonna get rid of this one. Plus defense. I don't have room in the whatchamacallit. Tell me space, but it's weird. It's saying 921 out of 2.3 terabytes. I don't have that much space when I look at storage files. Do you have multiple drives on the computer, possibly? Is this grave? Ramio maybe? Okay. And Sunbringer at least? Okay. So, but those two are definitely both Void Hunters? Or are we speculating? Do we know? From what Destiny said, Ramiel, I think is one. I don't know if I want to go off a think. Okay, let me rephrase. Void Hunter or Void Hunter equivalent? Because I think Ishwan's not a Void Hunter technically, right? Sunbringer is one of the OG Void Hunters from the past era. Okay, so then they are. These barracks are ridiculous. Oh. Was Garcia GHB or TT? Luis might have been GHB. Or not. Linus, not Luis. Also GHB? Dang it. Oh wait, maybe I use them for something because they're blessed. So I might have to level up this one first before we get rid of it. Is this ascended? Yeah. But are we, so again, are we sure that Ramiel is at the very least Void Hunter level? Maybe we should actually start caring about the character then. According to Destiny, okay. I met her and I'm super behind, so I can't say much from personal knowledge. Okay. I won't say my opinions right now. Still on 2.3. I hope we get new 3D Mario. I mean, we will. It's just a matter of when, right? Should we... That's odd. Huh. Odyssey 2 or Galaxy 3. Or they could give us a new thing. Who knows? The Odyssey team was working on Bonanza instead of Mario, so we may be waiting another 5+ years. Alright, we actually created a decent amount of space on my main. Should we just do our polls then? Because now I have room to like maneuver things around. I can move more. Let's say I can move all of Tellius back into the, not all of it, but like Tellius into the barracks, and then move away some others, then move more of Tellius into the barracks, and then kind of go through and delete duplicates and stuff like that. Yada yada yada. 15 years between 3D Marios could happen. It's already been 9 now. That's because the Switch 1 lasted so long. Alright, let's do our polls. Alright. Sure, we'll work our way up. You can revival 19. We'll probably still have to clear up space on the main, depending on other banners. But let's see what we got. I'm gonna hold off on the guaranteed 4-star run because it ends in 2 hours. What? I have to do these today then. But I'm gonna hold off for now because those ones I don't usually delete unless they're duplicates. So we'll come back to that. Remind me because I don't want to miss out on that. We have 10 tickets on that. All right, Weekend Revival. Okay, oh, only 2 of them are fallen. I was like, what? Wait a second. Lasting Galaxy. That's right, chat. Odyssey was almost a decade ago. Failed yet? Lasting Galaxy. What was I saying to someone? The amount of time between Galaxy and the Galaxy movie. Think about this, guys. The time between Galaxy coming out and the Galaxy movie is the same amount of time from like the original Super Mario Bros. To like I don't think anything major came out in 04. What came out in 04? Probably Thousand Year Door or something. But like after Sunshine. Think about that. Actually, no. No, this actually, no, the exact, because it's 19 years, right? Think about this. The time between Galaxy and Galaxy movie, and the time between Radiant Dawn and now, both 19 years, it's the same amount of time between the year 1985 and the Bowling for Soup song 1985. That's awful. Okay. Let's see. What are you named here? Are you Robin or Grima? Robin. That's this one, right? It's just, respond. Yeah. I like the respondent better. Morgan. Should have Morgan. Yes. Oh wait, is that regular Morgan? Oh, I didn't even. It's just so much purple. I was like, wait. Oh, they mirrored it. I was like, our game, welcome in. You got Ivy with a few of your tickets and orbs down to 44. We'll probably pity Canis by the end of the banner. Okay. Where I'm saying that gap is long between 3D Marios and basically unprecedented. Everyone knows Galaxy is an old game. It was on Wii, for God's sake. That thing is over. Nah, it's not retro. All right. And then that's Flying Olivia. We have that. Actually, I'm not sure if on the main I have this particular set. Oops. Is this the same one? Yes. Okay, so I do. So I have everyone on this banner. Well, this is an easy choice because one of them is rearmed. How's it going, our gamer? We're about to do our polls. You ready? All right. So this one, we're just gonna go for Morgan because I like them more than the others. Here we go. We have space in my barracks. Tavarn isn't worth pulling because beats aren't particularly worth focusing on. Retro is more than 3 consoles. No, there's no official definition for that. Unless you're going by GameStop definitions, but I don't do anything like that. Dorella, welcome in. Anything yet? We just started our polls, so welcome in. Okay, we're not going for Morgan because we didn't get blue. Darn it. We'll go. We're going Olivia. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Here we go. Wish me luck. You make space. Wish me luck. Way too many units and no way to clear out reserves. Yeah, make space. I think how GameCube was retro dreams. No, I would also disagree. Again, there's no there's no set number of of generations or consoles or anything like that, because again, console generations they vary in length. Like PlayStation is generally every 5 years, but then they also make their consoles last. They dovetail their consoles, so like even though a new one comes out, the last one's still supported the entire time. But like you look at other game systems, you know, Xbox for example, they traditionally have had very short cycles. So common consensus. Show me a. I want measurable data. Because just saying, oh, I think it's retro. No, there's no like standard definition for that. So unless you can show me like measurable data stating as to why something is retro because of a number. All right, this one we're gonna pull for. Actually, let's see. Yikes! Not you. Probably the Larcy. All right. I'd rather not GameStop buy eBay because I still use eBay to buy Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh, speaking of, chat, should I buy some Fire Emblem merch for like $1,400? Guess we're not going Larcy. Blue, red, and final green. Here we go. What do you mean measurable data? Like you're stating something as fact that there is no official or standard definition of something. I mean, like enough people agreeing? Sure. Show me people that agree versus not agree, or versus saying something else. Because if you say consensus, then sure. We got nils on the main, but I mean, whatever. 1,400, yeah. Oh, is that my first nils? I should have screenshotted that. That's okay. I thought I had them. I could have sworn I had them, but all right. I guess it's good that we got nils. But the GameStop thing is based on the CEO not understanding basic elementary school math. Means whatever people collectively agree. All right, then show me data that suggests that when you say collectively, I'm assuming you mean at least a majority. So show me that. Now his account was suspended, but I checked earlier, it's still going. But in an interview, he thought 10 billion was half of 60. Ah, so presidential math. Alright, this one's a clear choice because one of them's rearmed. So we're going blue. Watch me not get blue on the main. Son of a bee. Blue and blue here. Okay. Ooh, actually, they're both not bad. We're gonna go red. Nothing. You know what? It would be hilarious if eBay went and bought GameStop right now. Alright, this one we have tickets, but this is, what is this? All Golden Week heroes. Actually, I should probably check. I think I have most of these. Is this OG 8th in here? I don't know if I have OG 8th in here. How would I even write that into the thing? Just EIK. Let's see if we can find it. Yeah, we don't. So we're gonna go for that because I think I have all the others. Oh wait, I don't have this Alphonse. Which Alphonse is this one? This is... don't even know. But it looks like I don't have them on the main. Or this... oh, I have Violet. Okay, so then we have... got her. I don't have this Balder. So we're missing 8th in air Balder, Alphonse. Okay, I should have everything else. Ooh, that's a tough choice then. I should have all the picnic ones. Matthew is in first grade and E, he knows that 10 isn't half of 60. And then we get to the new banners already. Okay. So colorless, blue, and green are the ones that we want to try and get. The ones we don't have. Let's go green. It's whatever on the alts. Doesn't matter. Nothing there. Bit more tickets on the main. So basically, we just don't want red because we have both reds. I think I have both reds. EV about GameStop. What are they gonna do with it? No, just for the fun, just for the laughs, the lulls. Blue. No. All right, 2 more tickets. Nope. eBay game store. Well, they're not saying that it would like necessarily stay the same. It's just that they just buy it for the heck of it. They're gonna keep running it as its own thing. Let's go Carlos. Alright, out of tickets there. On to the next banner. We'll go for, I don't know. Is there a demote? Probably should have checked that. You. Alright, maybe red, green, colorless? Do the do. Mountain Dew. Not sponsored. Alright. Is it time? It is time. We have all our tickets. Chat. We're probably going to do full circles. At least for the tickets. Green is not our biggest priority, but it will take them if we get them. Shall we begin? Can we get some Lilithemos in the chat, please? Hoping for Ivy. The rearmed would be great, too. Simlupa, who would you want on this banner? We have Byleth, possessed by Sothis. We have Fallen Ivy. And we got 2 rearmed. Alright. Let's get some Lilithemos in chat, guys. Byleth, I guess? Okay. Said it, the red case looks weird next to all the Switch 1 cases, so I put P3R in the Switch 1 case. Okay. I mean, you could just start a separate section on the sides, like one side's all Switch 1, one side's all Switch 2. Because, yeah, like something like P3R in a Switch 1 case would feel weird to me, especially as I get more and more Switch 2 games. Alright, chat, here we go. Full circle. With Ivy as our main target, I'm probably going to go in any... start with whatever orb leads me to end on Carlos. So we'll start with this blue, this red, and this green. Here we go. Wish me luck. This is not my ordering because I want it next to P5R. I will still keep it in the red case. Like for me, my Persona 5 Royal, it's in a steelbook, which is in a sleeve. So it's not even in an actual Switch 1 case. Let me show you guys. Like, what do you have P5R in? Because, like, here's my P5R. It's in a slipcase. But in that slipcase is a steelbook. If that was red, it would need to be all red. I mean, the spine's red. Right back next to Astral Chain, which I haven't gone back to play yet. Alright. Still in full circle. Here we go. Oh, this one. Here we go. I have an actual regular case for P5R. I had Steelbook already, but it looked bad next to other stuff, so I just bought the case for P5R. Okay. To each their own. I mean, if one game is red, I need everything to be red. See, I don't know that. For me, I don't need to do that. Like, the fact that they're all the same size already is fine. But if they have special circumstances, like, for example, like, especially like Mario games, like some of those cases, they make special colors because like Mario's important to Nintendo. But other times they'll release like, for example, I think new Super Luigi U was in a green case. I keep saying they need. Oh, we got Ilger on the. So I guess that would potentially charge our focus charge, but not yet until after the circle. Wait, or shouldn't it? What? Oh, maybe they were 4-star special, probably. 4-star special. Okay. Spine being different already throws me off enough. I want stuff to look uniform. But if you consider the fact that P4R would also be a Switch 2 case, wouldn't you rather than just take P5R and put that in a Switch 2 case as opposed to taking the 2 out of the 3 and putting them in Switch 1 cases? Wouldn't that make more sense? Feebale! Were they 4-star special or just 5-star? 5-star. Charge the focus thing. Alright, next one. So this is green. That could be Byleth. But we'll see. So we got 2 5-stars so far, but no focus units. That's smoke on the alts. Because then I had 3 red cases and tons of clear ones, which still look weird. Alright. But what happens when eventually your Switch 2 collection like grows to the size of your Switch 1 collection? Here we go, guys. 3 Ivies right here. Come on, Ivy. No, come on. All right. On to tickets. All right. We'll start with this blue and lead our way to the colorless. Wait. There. Okay. Here we go. Bum bum bum. Who's blue? I forget. Tibarn? I think it's Tibarn, right? Yes. Simblupa hasn't played the Talius games. Probably just gonna order 20 Switch 1 cases from Nintendo for all future Switch 2 games. Because I doubt it goes beyond 20. Alright, last of the blues on the main. Only 2 colorless. Come on, Tibarn, right here. Alright, here we go. Ivy. Watch me get Tibarn on a 10. Trying to see which anime on Netflix to watch. I don't have Netflix, but I do have Crunchyroll. Right now, there's only 2 Switch 2 games. It's been a year. I've got quite a few, like a lot more than I would have expected at this point. Like, what do I have over here? Mario Kart. Pokemon Legends ZA. Metro Prime 4. What's happening? Hey, what's going on? Tio, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. How was the rest of the stream? P3R and Tales of Arise. Thank you for shouting out to you there. Welcome in. How was the rest of the game? Kaizen was actually talking about it, Expedition 33 earlier. We're doing our polls on the new banner. I have gotten nothing from the focus units yet after 2 circles. Alright, next tickets. How was the polls? Nothing on any account yet. No focus units on the new banner. And when we have gotten 5 stars, they were either 4-star specials or not focus units. So let's see. We're gonna go with there, and there, and we'll go around clockwise. Come on, main. ZA, I plan to get Switch 1 case and Switch 2 version to not have ugly Switch 2 edition disclaimer. A lot of the boxes, especially from Nintendo, probably are flippable or whatever. The stream was good. Making progress slowly but surely. Nice, nice, nice. Hey, Mario Kart World. I don't like Bonanza enough to justify getting it physically. Well, I'm not saying you have to get the same ones that I get. I don't even have Bonanza. But I'm saying I have a lot more Switch 2 games than I would have expected at this point. I have 7 over here. Oh, actually, no. We have more. I have 7 on the shelf right here. Alright, nothing on this one. But yeah, I normally don't buy the whole like key card disclaimer on there. I don't mind Switch 2 edition, although I wish they would just figure out a better way, because like Switch 2 edition's a mouthful to say, you know. Nothing. Alright, getting into colorless on... Oh, no, almost. One more. On my alts. Alright, here we go. Game is keycard and Switch 2 and physical on Switch 1. I'll just get the Switch 1 version. I generally just don't get those games. Alright, now the alts get into 2 colorless. Tibarn on the main. Time changer since no upgrade path, Switch 2 digitally and Switch 1 physically. Come on. Hey, aww. It was just Grima. It's just Grima. Alright, who's red? Canis. And Ivy here. Alright, let's see what we get. Mike want nothing. Grima's a 3-star. Yeah. Alright, we're already... Oh. Yeah, God, and then having the same rarity as Riss. Alright. Oh yeah, we did get a Nils, who I didn't realize it was the first time I got Nils on my main. So that, I guess that's one thing I got on the main account. Alright, let's keep pulling. Second to the last ticket. No, Carlos! What the heck? Let's start with this red and start with this blue. Here we go. Let's get the other 5 stars out of the way then. We'll get all Carlos on the next circle. Smoke everywhere. We got Rafal on the iPad. What is happening? Why no focus units? I don't even know if I have Rafal yet. Let's screenshot that. He is not new. Okay. Keep going here. Oh, this is my first Franz on my... Really? On a 10. Granted, I don't put the 10 all that up. Mineral Fall is fitting for a Fallen banner, especially one with Fallen Ivy. I mean, I guess. Right. This one, this one, this one. Here we go. Yeah, we got Fallen Ivy, Canis, Tibarn, and Violet. Leveling games are less than 5 gigs. Remember when 5 gigs would fit an entire console library? Not anymore. Here we go. Smoke everywhere. Nothing. We got Ignatz on the iPad. Come on, where's that ZZZ luck? Plus attack, hey. We have gotten no focus units after 4 circles, chat. 4 circles. Last ticket. Street Fighter 6, not sure I can at the moment because it's 50 gigs. It's key card, so it eats up all the storage with no other option. Oh, we did get 2 Carlos here, so we're gonna start here. Start here, start here. Here we go. Come on, Canis. Smoke on the main and the iPad. Oh, and the 10. 10 was just behind. No! Alright, Tibarn, and Canis. Guess you need a 1 terabyte card to justify having it as a permanent install. And 3 stars all around. How do you pronounce that again? Nisha? It's Irish. Nisha. Come on, Ivy here. Come on, that's our main target. Come on, Ivy. Focus charge in full. Focus charge full in 4 circles is wild, by the way. Here we go. You should say for Nicole. I mean, it's up to you. I don't know how Nicole plays yet. We're gonna find out tomorrow, so. The hell is Nisha? Oh, they added them like I think in the last New Heroes banner. So here you go. Nisha, Crimson Chivalry, a knight of Chalfie in service of Lord Sigurd. He supports his lord alongside his peers Alec and Arden. Appears in Fire Emblem Genealogy of the Holy War. So I think he was on the previous New Heroes banner. I think. Alright, here's Byleth. He's epic 4, was he just not in the manga? Which manga? I don't remember. There's like 4 different mangas. Okay, we got Noma on my main. Actually, I don't know if I have Noma on my main yet. He might be new. My 10's still trying to catch up here. He wasn't memorable. He's not that memorable. There we go. Bunch of old guys. Got no one this banner too. Dang, we're both unlucky. He might be new for me. I can't remember. On the main. We'll find out in a second. He is, in fact, new. Plus res, minus speed. Alright, like Eisen said, we have a full focus charge on my iPad. And this is only, what, 5th circle? And here we go. Can we get Ivy right here? Everywhere? Congrats on the new unit, I guess. Also, is Beowulf not in Fey yet? I don't remember. They might be. Watching One Piece? Like the whole thing? Uh-oh. Aren't they on like 1,100 episodes? Chat, should I buy a Fire Emblem merch thingy for $1,400 on eBay? Wow, nothing focused yet, guys. Should we keep going? We should keep going, right? right, here we go. Because if not, that's weird. He's like, in my mind, one of the more prominent Yogdrol characters. We got colorless on my main and iPad here. Let's get this Byleth out of the way. All right. Chat, because I'm leaning towards it. I think there's some like Fire Emblem fan event going on. And I just don't want like the fact that people are into Fire Emblem this week to be like, all right, now all the merch is getting like bought up or the prices are going up and stuff like that. Decided to catch up a bit. Okay, how far are you in then? It sounds like you started before. At least to the next. Yeah. Next arc. So how far are you in overall? Smoke on the phones. Come on, we're on circle number 6, guys. This is ridiculous. Four-star special. Idune on the 10. At the end of Fishman Island arc. Okay. All right, guys, we're like 3/4 to. We're 3/4 to Spark. So that we don't have the usual one big bad, two small bad format. This book that every other book has. No, yeah, you're right. But keep in mind, it's like it's a different arc. It's like the whole like Ragnarok thing. Like it's just different. We're gonna have an antagonist this book with no aids. I don't think that's been done before. We also have characters that haven't been introduced yet that we know are coming. So. All right, number 30. Yeah, my 10 keeps getting like 4-star specials. So we're not charging that focus charge. Here we go, pull 30, guys. Come on, Ivy and Ivy, please. I think Snake Ladies. We'll find out soon enough. On 7. Be bullying. Yeah. Number 7. feel like she's gonna be like a neutral party who's not our ally but also not our enemy because there's just a common. We'll find out. I don't know the Norse. Not sure if I did that earlier or not. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, so we have 2 colorless on this circle. This is, again, we're on circle 7. Alright, here we go. Wish me luck, guys. Here we go. Come on. The fact that we haven't gotten focused on any of my devices, 3 accounts, and we're already on poll number 31. If Shadow Dragon is ever remade again, I don't think Shadow Dragon will be. I think Mystery of the Emblem as a 2-parter will be. Do you think they keep everyone as bland as possible so you don't feel bad killing 90% of them, or turn them into actual characters? Because Kaga's not there, I think they give them all, they flesh out their personalities. So I could see like a remake where it's more like a modern Fire Emblem game in that regard. Alright, here we go, guys. Come on. Although I guess we would get Violet here if we got focus. Still no focus. We're 32 pulls in on all 3 accounts. It's ridiculous. 33. One or 2 lines of dialogue. Oh, keep in mind, it was released for the Famicom. And then the Super Famicom. And then DS, they focused on being faithful to the originals, so. Yeah, them are actual characters. The rest are just faces with stats. Wow, still nothing, chat. What is going on? I also have to end soon. It's past midnight. Again, I spent 2.5 hours napping, but I still have to sleep at some point. Here we go. Seven circles, guys. Nothing. Circle number 8. Circle number 8. 1 colorless, 3 reds. Here we go. Canis. Here we go. Alts. Okay, we got Canis on the 10. That's our first focus unit on this banner. What is this? Rearmed Canis. Alright, we got one, chat. So that one took 36 pulls. Plus speed, minus res. Here we go. Moving Canis on the main, Ivy on the iPad. Oh, actually, that's probably not where I should have started on the iPad. Whatever, it's fine. And then Tiburon on the 10. Here we go. Loves Cord. What else for someone who is needing a character? We got Ivy on the iPad. All right, so now we're getting our focus units right before Spark. We got Ivy on the iPad. Plus res minus attack. Canis, Byleth, Byleth. Smoke on the phones. Okay, so we got Canis on the main. Okay, we got Canis on both phones now. I am Canis, the 11th Dead Lord. I offer all to the Dark God. Plus, she's neutral. Neutral, okay. Lucky? She's neutral. Okay. Byleth, Byleth, and Ivy. Only got was the one I didn't want. This is the one I want the least. It's not that I don't want them, it's just the one I want the least. Alright, and then the final chance. And then we Spark, I guess. It's the one I wanted second most. Probably same. Here we go, chat. Come on, Ivy on the main. No! Let's restart. Alright, we're Sparking Ivy. And we got 2 Ivies on the iPad. Are you joking? Freaking iPad. Is she the same IVs? Both plus res minus attack. Both plus res minus attack. Oh, we just got my first Ignots on the 10 as well. I didn't even notice that. What the frick? I both wouldn't use the hybrid and their Byleth and their standard, so they'll also pity break me later. Main account is alright. Let's And we're not done with polls. We have the 4-star special banner to pull on. Alright, let's Spark. Let's see. We got Canis on both the phones. So I think both will go Ivy. And then... I wish you could save the Spark until after you... Because if you were to continue and then you get them, it's like you might want to Spark for something else. I wish you could save that. Alright, we already got Ivy on the iPad. We'll probably go Canis here. I guess Tibarn will have to wait. So if this voice coming out of Violet is just so weird to me. I don't like it. Yeah, I mean, I get it, like, lore-wise, but... There we go. Although apparently Mechalon is now the strongest GH in the game. I mean, that's how it happens. Like, everything just keeps getting power crept and everyone gets stronger as the game goes on. Like, again, in like 3 years, they're not gonna be all like great. And mini boss is stronger than the final boss characters. Again, that's just how these games work. Newer characters are better. Alright, and then... Most GHB, yeah, I mean, but again, if you're saying like they're the strongest GHB in the game, you're not saying much there. You're just saying they're the newest GHB in the game. We have more tickets on the alts then. Let's get those out of the way. Okay. And again, there's no real targeting here, so we'll just pick whatever. Picking whatever. Watch them make Brave Sylvain awful as well. No. Yeah, we should be finding out about that. Is it usually at the beginning of August, right? All the 4-star specials, chat. First Muspel. Two-Fate, yeah. Phantom Thieves. We're gonna Winter Muspel, not Flame Tribe. It's first Cath. Plus speed, minus attack, though. To mirror summer. Oh, that's a good point. That is a good point. Is that Camilla? Got Veronica, Camilla, and Paula trio. Actually, I don't know if I have Pirate Veronica. That is new. So, okay, so we're getting some new characters at least on the 4-star specials on my main. Oh, all blues on the 10. Hey, did we just get a Tibarn? We just got another Paula on my 10 again. Main balancing the luck with old units. I had this Tibarn though. Chin was new for you? On my iPad, not my main. I'm pretty sure I have that one there. Halloween Henry. We have an emote for that, but you're only going to see it in October. Feel that, Henry? We have the emote for it. This Liar? Leaf. Wrong sister. Speaking of stealing units, why are we still using St. Patty's Day? Because we don't have anything for the summer. I think the next one's Halloween. I'll double check, but I think the next one's Halloween. Because we have St. Patrick's Day, Valentine's Day, Halloween, and Christmas. Those are the 4. So we could get more Halloween ones at some point soon. Zadora did open commissions again, but she's only doing a max of 3 for now. Which I guess actually I wouldn't mind. Because at some point we're going to do a large order again. Because we're out of slots, so a lot of them are probably going to be holiday, but we probably also will rotate out the least popular ones. Sunburned Leo emote then. Let's see here. Constance avoiding the sun, but it means we need a new life emote. Yeah. So I don't think we would do something like that. All right, last few tickets, and then we're gonna wrap up because it is 12:30. I gotta go. You guys want to raid into a Radiant Dawn stream? They're taking a short break, but they are going to be continuing more Radiant Dawn. It's their first playthrough too. Share Shay. Oh, I didn't have this one. Ninja Share Shay. Plus HP minus defense. This is the last ticket on the alts. Like that Share Shay a lot. Yeah, she's new for me. Sonic-y. Favorite ninja unit? I would have to go through a list of all the ninja units to figure out my favorite. Bridal Sonic-y. It's everyone's favorite. No controversy at all. One final ticket for the night. Oh, we have more tickets here. What is this one? Oh, this is the one with the... Okay. Yeah, just pull whatever. Alright, chat. Here we go on the main. We got smoke. Oops. I'm going to do that on the iPad. Rudolph the bum-bum-ba-dum. Brawl Sonic-y, huh? Yeah. Bottom left every circle for that banner, please. Oh, fine. Alright. I don't think it's in the main. Riss. She's okay. Well, I don't mind. It's just that I know a lot of people. There was controversy. Miranda and Dew. Shez and Skahawk. And final ticket of the night will be the blue, and they will be nothing. Bunch of Valentia, Matilda, and Valvar. We should get a Matilda alt. But alright, that's our polls, guys. We eventually did get the Ivy, but we had to spark. It's crazy that none of my 3 accounts got a focus unit until after 35. I don't think many people defend that practice or want their games promoting it. I think it was more that she's just like dressing up. Please Matilda alt win. Yeah, she needs an alt. Come on. She needs an alt. Ascended Matilda? But alright guys, it is 12:30. I really gotta wrap up. Matilda alt is backpack for Clive. If you're subbed, copy the high papayas. Brittle Flame. I mean, she's old. I mean, she's older. She just looks young. If you're not subbed but have channel points, redeem for the Hildebonk emote and use the old sub-raid command. And if you're not subbed and don't have channel points, you can use the regular raid command. Tomorrow, guys, we are watching the Genshin Impact special program, which looks like it's going to be mind-blowing. And then we're going to try and, if we have time, go through the ZZZ main story. I hear it's on the shorter side, according to Sparkle. So, but yeah, we're going to raid over to a Radiant Dawn stream. Again, they're taking a break right now, but they're going to be playing Radiant Dawn. The Radiant Sonic is legitimately a 10-year-old. Yeah, I think, again, it was more so that they were just kind of dressing up for the fun of the festival. Alright, as usual, follow on social media. Oh, wait, let's start that raid first. And now, I'll tell you, if you make sure you guys follow on social media, join the Discord. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Genshin Impact special program. Again, by the start of the stream tomorrow, we are not going to have seen the special program. I'm going to try and avoid everything. So please, no spoilers in chat. And if you post anything in the Discord, make sure it's in spoiler tags. I'm going to try and go in completely blind to story, to banners, to trailer, and everything. So, but we'll react to that tomorrow. My predictions for the banners. So just getting this on the record. Phase 1, Nicole. Durin. Phase 2, Lowen. Moeka. And then for the record, my predictions for Luna 8. I'm actually debating now if Columbina would be Phase 1 or Phase 2. I'm currently putting Sandrone in Phase 1 alongside Columbina. Phase 2, Raiden and... Who's my other one? Hold on. Wait. Who's my other one? Because I think Sandrone and Columbina were running together. Just like it, they kind of, they should be together, you know? Probably sit Lolly, maybe Mualani, but probably sit Lolly. So those are my predictions for Luna 8. But alright, bye guys.